Individually speaking, let's talk about some of the hottest characters in HSR. HuoHuo is a smash, I'm not gonna lie. She's cute. First off, I really feel like she just deserves more attention. The knife flatness is nice, but comparatively speaking, the outfit is a lot more reserved than somebody like Yunli's. Both of them are cute. Would smash 10 out of 10. Same with Clara here, and Bailu, and Sparkle. Tribbie as well. Xuan, Silverwolf, Misha, Pela, Small Herder. Small Herder is better than Big Herder. That's my point here. This design I like a lot more. I'll take Arlan too. Qingque, Zhui, Lynx, Asta, March, and Hook. Hook doesn't get enough love, but like, what if you hypothetically were to smash all of them? Actually, also don't forget Yanqing. Don't forget Yanqing. But like, hypothetically speaking, what if you were to smash all of them? Like, what is it like? Hook obviously has that. She's travel size, she's fun size. You do have the additional warmth because she is fire. And so you are getting some benefits there. But contrary to well, you know, this is HSR. So contrary to Genshin, you don't really have or anything else to worry about that. In this instance, I feel like, at least compared to the rest of the roster, Hook has some experience. Would though. I mean, look at her, she's cute. Why wouldn't you? Now, Yunli, you got the feat. She's competing with Clara on that condition. Both of them are very, very cute individuals, but I feel like Yunli is what you go for idealistically if you want someone who's more dominant, whereas Clara is a lot more submissive. So you have that alternative. Clara has thighs. Yunli has tummy. Clara is very likely to be a bit more of an exhibitionist. Look at the outfit here. There's nothing under there. You have more options, more variety. Clara, even like, look, the LC is making sure there is nothing under here. The LC knows it. Even if we're going over to like, let's go to, as an example, the other light cone featuring Clara. Shared feelings. Same deal. Thighs. I'm not seeing any shorts, are you? No. This is all just the coat. Therefore, Clara is a lot more accessible at all times. Keep that in mind. Whereas Yunli, you aren't necessarily getting that. Don't get me wrong, Yunli's pretty open about it. And she is very much, I think these two characters here are like equally experienced within that mindset. But obviously, Yunli's more dominant, so you have to deal with that. That's your take. I feel like Yunli is one of, if not the hottest character in HSR. Clara is very close, but Clara's winning out strictly because I have her E5 and Yunli T1. So that's a point to Clara. HuoHuo, same deal. Nice thighs. I don't know what Mr. Tero's role is in all of this, but hey, he can exist in the vicinity, I guess. She's cute. Now, if foxes have a mating season, you have additional activity for a certain duration of the year. Keep that in mind. But like, all of these three, if they're Fudas, I feel like you can go two ways with Yunli. You can go with big sword overcompensating, or you can go with big sword because she has a big sword. Both of them are equally fair, but I feel like within the context of her and Yanqing, I feel like she's the one packing in that relationship. Clara has a big dick. That's just not up for debate. I feel like Clara is packing, but she's shy enough to where she'd still bottom 9 times out of 10. Now, first off, we don't know if Foxians have knots. I want everybody to keep that in mind. But with that being said, she's cute. I could see it either way. I feel like you have the condition where she could be like very submissive, similar to Clara within any other context, but during mating season, she could amp up to someone like Yunli. Maybe she is still calm, still very shy, still very timid, but like she gets active in the bedroom. That could be a whole secondary debate. Sparkle, look, it's Sparkle. She's Qingque. She can do a lot. She can become anybody. You and her aren't walking out just at all. You and her aren't walking out at the end of that. That's the end of there. But she is a very, she's very much a Mutsuki within this game. So she's very much a brat. She could, more than likely will, do a lot of things specifically just to get a reaction out of you. And hey, I mean, I approve. Cute. Yanqing, I feel like he has some experience strictly because of his position within the Luofu, but he loses to Yunli. I feel like he gets his ass handed to him by every individual we've seen fight him. So I feel like this boy is not escaping the bottom allegations. Bailu though, travel-sized horns, comes with handlebars, nice sail. The outfit doesn't necessarily hide much. She's very cute. Smash, but definitely bottom. Now, Tribbie is Tribbie depends. I'm not gonna lie to you here. Because are you basing it off just Tribbie herself? Or are you going for the triplets? If you are, then let's be honest here. There are very few positions under which you are singularly the dominant one. You can have one sit on your face. You can do a lot with 3 of them. So it's always a threesome, minimum. Like, don't get me wrong. Plus, they share feelings. So within that capacity, you can, to a degree, take a lot more control within that context. It just depends. If they're all packing though, good luck. You ain't walking, you ain't speaking. Hey, you tried your best. She's still a smash. She's still very cute. All of them are. Now, Xuan, she's a bottom. Overworked. I feel like she could use some dick. That's it, honestly speaking. 10 out of 10. Maybe the outfit isn't as revealing as the rest of the Quantum roster, don't get me wrong. Silverwolf, though, this character can change the size of a dick. 8th editing. She can do what, if she wants to top, she will top. But she's also an introvert. She's also, I feel like she's the type of, she likes her gaming. She's not gonna bother topping in the event that she has something she needs to do, in the event that there's a raid, in the event there's, something that actually takes some degree of effort. So very casual sex, very open outfit. However, she is gamer girl. She is introverted. You're dealing with stinky, unshowered gamer girl. I approve. 10 out of 10. First off, have you seen the thighs? Look at the thighs. Why wouldn't you go for that? Second off, flat. Like she's really emphasizing the Quantum roster's overall best attributes. Beyond that, Misha. First off, Misha's cute. That's it. Third, he's as shy as doesn't have the mating season to really boost up his stats in any capacity. But considering that you really are only interacting with him within a dream, there is a lot of potential within that. I still think he is a bottom. He's either going to be a complete pure bottom or a service top. You have two options within that. He is too submissive to really do much beyond that. But he's cute, so you're getting a lot of action out of him. There is nothing there. Like that is a flat plane of existence right there. That man was made to take, never to give. Pela. Now, Pela is oftentimes paired with Lynx, so we're going to speak of them as a combo deal on this one. First off, Lynx has the thighs, she got the ass, she got a lot going for her. She's very, very cute. I do feel like she's more dominant than Pela though. Pela gets it. First off, the markings on her tights, I feel like we can all come to the agreement Pela is a size queen, so let's go with that. Lynx is an exhibitionist, but very kinky. If you are going with Herta, small Herta in this instance, you have a lot of puppets. I don't think there are many attributes under which you aren't getting top to some degree. You are topping, maybe one, maybe two, maybe a few, but the equipment that they have the possibility of swapping out, changing, or being equipped with currently means that there's a lot of variables and a lot of individuals, and realistically, she is giving somebody, like, as an example, a run for her money. Still though, cute, smash, good luck. Tell me your results afterwards. Arlan, okay. Arlan, masochist. First off, we know this because of his kit. Second off, hung. He's packing. But third off, service top, specifically to Asta. So beyond that, Jui, I'm gonna be honest, she's okay. Like 5 out of 10. But Qingque, this girl has gambled her body away so many times. This you got strip celestial jade on one end, which is already fine, don't get me wrong, but like she gets a lot of usage. She's very much going to be one of, if not the best, for just a casual sex, which isn't a bad thing because she's very cute. She is competing with Silverwolf though, because my god, the Quantum roster has so many cute characters and it's a bit difficult to pick between them. I'd say Silverwolf just in general because gamer girl, or why wouldn't you go for Silverwolf? March, I think she's your standard wifeable character. I'm not gonna lie. She's very cute, don't get me wrong. She's very sweet. Actually, since we haven't briefly discussed it, let's kind of just bounce between all of them. Packing, I don't think packing. Actually, these two interchangeably top each other. Not packing. March, feel like big dick, but she's not necessarily as dominant as somebody like Yunli, so it's a bit more of a middle ground. She can top, she can bottom. She's very fine with either one. She's a switch. Okay, I'm thinking we're gonna give her a good 6, 7, but 6, 7 inches. Hook. Look, her competition is Bailu and Tribbie within the department of her character model. She is a pure bottom, as I mentioned before. She has some experience, as mentioned before. In terms of size, I'm giving her a good 5 or 4 inches. I feel like that works for her. Xuan. Look, okay. I don't think she's very cute, but I will give her the concept of maybe matching with March, 6 or 7. That's it for Xuan. Sparkle, no size, no specific size, just because she can adjust her sizes. HuoHuo, I feel like we can go for a nice 7 or 8. Yunli, we're gonna match with her. I don't think we're counting HuoHuo's not. So we're gonna go for an 8 for a Yunli's a bit more well groomed. Yanqing, we're gonna knock him for a 6 to a 5, maybe. Interchangeably, Tribbies have different ones, so they're all the same, but like, what do we actually? Are we thinking they're all the same or they're all a little bit different? Let's get them within the 5 to 7 range. Small variations. Can A thread it, not counting her. Xuan, 6 inches. Misha, look at this. This boy got like, I'm gonna say 4. I'm gonna match it with Pela. 4 here. Qingque, we're going for a 6 with her. Lynx, we're going for a 8.